I'm just like, oh, maybe I should just like go with this bike company I know and buy one of these. And as I've been reading about it a little more and asking some of my cycling friends for advice, it turns out if I walk into literally any other bike shop in town, there can be like, oh yeah, here's one for half the price.
Really?
Uh-huh.
So say that again in like concrete brands and terms that I might know what you're referring to.
We've been buying Trek bikes,
Yes.
and Trek has very good bicycles. We both enjoy ours.
Yes.
But if I wanted to buy a gravel bike from Trek, it's a new category that they haven't done a ton in.
Okay, so they're still expensive.
So it's like $2,000 plus.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, they have bikes that cost up to like $8K. So like,
Oh yes, all bike companies do. Yeah, I wouldn't expect those to be that expensive though.
they can scale it pretty high. But like their entry road bike is $1,000.
Yeah.
And like they don't have an equivalent for gravel bikes.
Gotcha.
And I was asking my cycling coworker, like, hey, what's a good bike brand that you're using these days? And he's like, you should get a salsa bike.
Salsa bike.
And I'm like, salsa?
What?
Like,
Comes with a side of tomatoes and onions and jalapeno.
SALSA? And he's like, yeah, salsa. And I'm like,
Or maybe
yeah,
it's the
but
dance.
you're semi-professional, and I'm really worried that the cheapest bike from these fools is going to be like $8K.
You're semi-professional? Is that what he said?
No, my coworker.
Oh, the coworker's semi-professional.
Like,
I was gonna say,
does
wow.
semi-professional bike rides. And yes, exactly, salsa bike.
You
and
dance. It's the dance. You dance on your bike.
And he linked me to him, and they totally have a gravel bike for like $1,200, which is still a lot.
It's a lot, but that's more doable if you're looking to step up your game. Yeah.
I'm very curious about the handlebars that are curved back like ram horns.
Mm-hmm.
I've just got like normal mountain bike or
I've been
bike
curious about
bike
those too,
bars.
because the straight bars can get uncomfortable on long rides. All right, so here are our shrimp. I'm going to rinse these off quickly, and then we'll season them up with some Cajun spice as well.
I don't know if I'd actually buy a bike right now, but
I mean, I've been thinking about it too.
our current bikes are about 7 years old, and we
Yeah.
bought very middle-of-the-road bikes where we didn't know what our priorities were.
Yeah, because we hadn't bought bikes in a while, and we weren't sure how much we were going to ride them, so we just wanted to get like, let's see how this goes type bikes.
We got a bike that's literally called a hybrid. It's in between a mountain bike and a road bike, so it's great at neither.
No, I wouldn't say that, but
But
they're good bikes. I've really enjoyed my hybrid bike.
they're mountain bikes with thinner tires, basically.
They are.
And so,
And the frames are a little bit heavier.
yeah, it turns out our cycling is about 70% road, 30% other stuff.
Yeah.
And we both own bikes that are built for 70% off-road and 30% road. Or maybe 60-40.
Yeah, 60-40.
But we're like leaning towards the wrong way.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. What's your DIY project, Noodle?
Ooh.
Wasting money on hobbies. You ordered a 3D printer yesterday. Nice. Well,
Oh my goodness, which one did you buy?
Stuart is your new friend. If he wasn't already. Trek are heckin' expensive. I mean, a lot of bike companies are expensive. Like we've talked about the ride that we're doing in Maine in October. I found out the bike. So Stuart's bike is an e-bike. He's going to be riding a Trek e-bike
My bike that I'm renting for the
that
week.
he's renting on the ride we're doing in Maine in October. I found out my bike is going to be on the ride a Cannondale.
Ooh.
I think it's one of their lower end road bikes. I've always thought of Cannondale as being the expensive bike company when I've heard other people talk about them before. So I don't know. I think all bike companies get expensive once you start looking at more higher end bikes. You know, it's just the nature of the beast. Especially right now with limited supply. Well, I think it's getting better.